Sometimes, life throws you a curveball that changes everything. And for rock singer Pete Droge, that moment sparked his first new music in nearly 20 years. What caused such an extraordinary return? It all started with a heartbreaking revelation about his own origins, one that took him on a journey of self-discovery and loss, begging the question, can confronting your past truly set your creativity free? But here's the twist. Some people say the pain should have kept him away from the spotlight. What do you think? Pete Droge, the musician whose memorable tune, "If You Don't Love Me, I'll Kill Myself," made its mark in the 1994 classic film Dumb and Dumber, has just released his first solo album since 2006. Many wondered why Droge seemed to step out of the limelight after his early success, as he revealed in a candid conversation with Spin magazine. Much of this hiatus was shaped by a quest to Droge describes a strange and moving experience back in 2009. While composing music, his computer glitched and displayed the timestamp 1969, his birth year. He recalls, "It wasn't exactly a memory, but more of a sudden imagined flashback. It made me realize I needed to investigate my adoption." This moment, seemingly random, became the spark that ignited his personal odyssey. During these years, Droge explained that he was doing that middle-aged thing of reassessing life and wrestling with mental health struggles. He was open about seeking therapy, dealing with anxiety and depression, and addressing previous battles with alcohol and substance abuse. These are struggles many quietly endure, yet most musicians rarely discuss them so openly. With encouragement from his loving adoptive parents, Arnie and Jan Droge, Pete tracked down his birth records, learning at last the name of his biological mother. The discovery was bittersweet. He quickly learned from an obituary that she had already passed away, an emotional blow that could have halted his search for good. And this is the part most people miss. Rather than giving in to despair, Droge used this loss to find belonging. The obituary also led him to connect with his extended birth family, including his now 98-year-old grandmother and an uncle who happens to be a fellow musician. These connections gave him something he'd never truly felt before, a profound sense of place and family roots. But life's punches didn't relent. Pete lost his adoptive father in 2015, and his mother's health declined soon after. He himself suffered from severe chronic fatigue, finding it hard to create new material while managing his own health. Still, this record, rich in personal narrative, was shaped by vital experiences from his search. Tracks like Song for Barbara Ann and Lonely Mama tap into his sorrow over never meeting his birth mother, while Gypsy Rose shares her biography as pieced together from family stories. Interestingly, Droge almost crafted an entire concept album about adoption, with songs like You Called Me Kid, dedicated to his adoptive father, but chose instead to balance these themes with other autobiographical songs, including stories from his grueling tours in the 90s. Droge's story isn't just about loss. He once rocketed to fame, opening for legends like Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers in the 90s, creating beloved soundtracks, including beautiful. Now, for the first time since performing with the Thorns in 2003, he returned to the stage with a tour last June. Devastatingly, Droge's adoptive mother passed away just this June. He's open about the fact that he hopes his new music will resonate with others who have faced similar journeys of identity and loss, and perhaps even draw a connection to his birth father, who remains a mystery. Despite efforts to locate him through DNA tests with services like Ancestry.com and 23andMe, so far, the trail has gone cold. Here's where it gets controversial. Droge boldly shares every detail in his lyrics. Perhaps someone who knew Barbara Ann Thomas at the University of Oregon in the late 60s, or someone familiar with the man she dated, might come forward. Maybe my music will encourage a listener to start their own journey of self-discovery. So we have to ask, Does immersing yourself in your past fuel creative brilliance? Or does it risk reopening old wounds that are best left healed? Have you experienced something similar, or do you think it's better to let sleeping ghosts lie? Let's get the debate started. Share your perspectives in the comments below.